Hello and welcome to my channel, AB Make It Artwork, where we do what we do to make that artwork for you. And if you're new to my channel, new to this series, this is a log update series that I try to post on the daily for my progress with the Sketchbook Slam Challenge and Inktober. I try to do it in 20-page increments because if I do it for any longer than that, it usually ends up being 20 minutes. And again, if you're new to this channel, maybe hit that subscribe button, join the AB Creative crew. And with that being said, I'm going to explain why I didn't post up a video yesterday and a little bit about what's going on in my life. So yesterday I didn't post up a video because the other day I went to an event and I was helping as a volunteer at the event. And the type of event that I was working at was a run. It was the zombie run, and if you haven't heard of the zombie run, normally it's a small marathon. I think it was, I forget how far the distance was. I think it was about like 3 miles. So it's one of those runs or walks that you can do in which you donate to a cause. And I think this was the Macmillan Cancer Fund. Terrible with names, I know. But my job as a volunteer was to be a zombie, and my husband was also a zombie. He was a runner, I was a hider. And another thing about the whole zombie run is that there's miscommunication about whether there would be a makeup artist there to do the zombies up in zombie makeup. And the miscommunication was that the Navy base thought that they had heard there is a makeup artist booked, so don't worry. But what was actually being said is that all makeup artists were booked, so no one were available. Please do your own makeup. And I don't know how that kind of miscommunication came about, but it happened, so I had to, they happened to have some Halloween store zombie makeup, so I tried to make up the base crew as much as I could. And luckily there were more people who came with more zombie makeup and some fake blood, which was really fun. And at first I was like, I don't want to ruin my makeup. I'll just do my arms. And I was like, whatever, I'll just put all the zombie blood on my face. And it was quite fun. I got to sit in bushes and scream at people. And the thing about events with me is that I have post-event exhaustion. So I like to call it post-con depression because I used to work at conventions. And I would just go into a tired, hibernating state in which I would be exhausted for a week after a weekend convention of doing portraits all day. But since this was like a half-day event, I just needed a day to recover, which led to me being 20 pages behind. And I just wanted to let you guys know what was going on. And I'm planning that in the next couple of days I'm going to split those 20 pages into 10 pages so that I'll have to complete 30 pages to catch myself up. So I just figured I'd let you know, and with that all being said, I think you'd much rather see what I ended up doing with the sketchbook pages that I completed for the Sketchbook Slam Challenge. So here we are to look at the sketchbook pages, and I have to admit for the 21st and 22nd, I had gotten half of my pages done, and I really should have gotten the other half done before I left for the event. But some of these pages I'm happy with, some of them I'm not. And I started off with doing gestures with a male model from Draw This. It's a YouTube channel that does Friday evening figure drawing. And it's like after every 3 females they get a male model, so these were a bunch of 1-minute gestures. And I had a moderate amount of fun with these gestures, but then I wanted to do something different, which was the prompt for Inktober, which was Furious on the 21st. And I decided to draw Jeff the Killer because I see too too many Bishi boy versions of him, and I don't know, I don't like seeing Bishi boy scary guys. Like, that makes no sense. Especially with the fact that, like, he got burnt and he's supposed to be, like, super ugly. Keep creepy things ugly. That's just my opinion. I'm sticking to it. I did some 2-minute poses, and I like the 2 minutes because it allowed me to work on the guy's face. But oftentimes I've found that if I let myself get distracted with it, I would get distracted by the hands. And then this was the next day. I never got back to doing the pages because I was very tired after the zombie run. I liked this page because I got to stop and take my time with it, because I was just having one of those moments where I was like, I just want to mindlessly lose myself in the details of it. And most of the inking was with brush pen. All the clothing is textured with ink wash from the brush pen. And then this part was filled in with a brush pen. I think it was a Kuretake Pentel Gel brush pen. And then it's like a Sakura Pigma Micron liner in 005. And I tried to keep this character as androgynous as possible. Like, there's a lot of masculine and feminine traits, and that was like a purposeful intent with this drawing. Drew my husband, as I am wont to do, with a brush pen. I'm not too disgruntled about this drawing, considering that I was using a brush pen and did no pencil drawing underneath. So I'm kind of happy with what I got from it, of his face and profile, though the neck does look a little wonky because he was looking down more often than he was looking up. I think this is a random room. I was listening to some story about Tubehead, which is a creepypasta, and then I just decided I'm gonna fill a page with Tubehead. And I think yesterday was just a day that I was exploring with my brush pen, playing around with it. I drew some vegetables, and, well, I guess squash is a fruit and so is tomato. I drew what you can guess may be a greyhound. Some of these are better than others, and then I ended with a dragon. Because sometimes I just like drawing a page with a dragon. And then I just drew a bunch of alien spaceships. And that ended up being the end of my day. And yeah, this day is not going to really have like a story time, but tomorrow when you come back, there will most definitely be a speed draw with a story time. I've just got to get some homework done in the meantime. And that being said, I hope that you have a wonderfully spooky October, that all of your challenges and projects are doing fine, that with whatever you're doing, may that be Inktober, Drawtober, OCtober, that you are having a great time with it, that it's full of treats and tricks, and that if you're doing the Sketchbook challenge, Sketchbook Slam challenge, that I have the utmost of well wishes for you, because this is indeed a challenge. Like, we're more than 400 pages deep, and we've got a good less than a couple hundred to go. And yeah, have a wonderful day wherever you are. Lots of love. Bye.